The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Kiwi.
Well, I'm very pleased to welcome into the Kiwi studio now two members of the Naked and Famous, kind of the band of the moment, one could say. They have been nominated in the Vodafone New Zealand Music Awards in the Breakthrough Artist section. Thom and David. G'day to you guys.
Yeah.
Nice to finally have you in the confines of the Kiwi studio.
Thanks.
You don't know what you got yourself in for. And I've been quite keen to chat to you guys because well, a lot has happened since the last EP, and I think Thom, I spoke to you a couple of years ago now when that EP came out.
Yeah, would have been a while back.
On Round Trip Mars. Man, quite a journey since then, and a musical journey as well. Quite a few changes. Would you say?
Quite a few. Got one on my left.
Yep,
yeah.
I'm one of the new changes.
You gave birth to another band member there, but there's a few of you now. Actually, how many in the band?
There's 5 of us in the band, and the start of 2009 was when we started working on Passive Me, Aggressive You, the album. It's going to be out Monday.
Yep.
And yeah, David and Jesse, Jesse's the drummer, came on board, and we started working with these guys on the bigger, I guess, more produced 5-piece sound that we've kind of been doing recently.
Had you taken it as far as you could with just you and Alyssa?
Alyssa and I actually hooked up with Aaron when we started writing for the EPs, and he's been on board since day one, just sort of producing and engineering. He's still doing the same job he does now, except he's on stage recreating all the electronic aspects that we do in the studio. So yeah, as soon as we kind of made this discovery that Aaron could come on board live, and you know, we had this kind of intricate setup of how we were going to do all this electronics and synths and stuff like that, it sort of opened up all these doors to how we were going to write the album. And we didn't really have any barriers anymore as far as
once you could play something like more of those aspects live, you could really start to thicken up the album, which is when the more five-piece band sound came in on Passive Me, Aggressive You, rather than a 4-piece band, which you'd hear on the EPs.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this album because I don't really know what to expect. I don't think because of the changes that I hear the band has gone through in the past 2 years. I mean, there could be anything on the album.
There's lots of different high points and low points on the album, emotionally, I guess you could say, and quite a few different genres. Gets quite a lot heavier than what we've done in the past, and quite a lot softer as well. And I think overall there's a more serious element to what we've done with the album, which is it's been really fun.
Fun.
Yeah, it's been
fun.
It's kind of weird. It's I think it's pretty hard to. It's quite hard to do serious sometimes. You know, you can feel like you're being really corny about it, or you can feel not contrived, just a bit. I don't know. It's a weird, it's a weird territory to get into. It's when you start doubting yourself quite a lot, I think. Yeah. What
I really enjoyed when you guys first launched onto the scene was that it was unique in New Zealand, the sound that you were creating, and yet you've changed. From my perspective, you've changed your sound, and yet it's still unique on the New Zealand scene. But would you say that you're also reflecting something that's happening in more an international context?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had we've never really been patriotic towards the music we make at all. We're not so much a reflection of what's going on in New Zealand. We're more a reflection of the music that we're inspired by, and most of our tastes, between Alyssa and Aaron and I, who are doing most of the writing, is international acts, I think, or bigger bands that are based out of the UK and based out of America and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's just reflective in the way we've produced it. And
I mean, is it fair to draw comparisons, say, with bands like MGMT as a positive, possibly an influence on you guys?
The MGMT and Passion Pit reference that people keep bringing up in regards to Young Blood is it's really flattering, because that's
they're 2 successful bands that we're into, I guess, at the same time, but I don't know.
The rest of the album, I think people are going to be a little bit confused.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wondered. Yeah.
So yeah. But I mean, that's something we're used to as well, because from day one we've sort of been getting interesting comparisons, and I think people hear all kinds of different things in our music, and I think that any original band can get subjected to that, interesting comparisons and whatnot. I'm sure it's happened to plenty of people. So yeah, it's flattering and it's confusing and it's fun, because sometimes people say, oh, that sounds really that, and you're kind of just going, cool, great, I can't wait till you hear everything else then.
Well, there's nothing better than being compared to something else that's already very, very successful.
Totally. Yeah.
Let's talk about that the track Young Blood. It's would you say? I mean, I guess being a musician, you don't really have any kind of thought to what it's going to be once people hear it and how they interpret it. But it's almost an anthem for a younger generation. It's an anthem for 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds.
Cool. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It does have it does ring true to that idea, I think. And
bear with me, because I was wondering how I was going to phrase this question, because I thought I was going to come out with, this track just ain't for me. But I love this track, right? But at the same time, it half depresses me, because it's made for a younger generation. It's almost, to me, it's like the Smashing Pumpkins 1979 was to me, back in 1995.
Sure. No, I mean, that's very flattering as well. Thank you. I mean, that's the idea, behind the song. So
right. And the video reflects that as well.
Yeah, and when we were writing it, and that was one of the first songs that kind of rang true to what we were onto. Was we kind of thinking, this is like that Pumpkins track, because we were all big Pumpkins fans and whatnot. So yeah, that makes heaps of sense. And the thing is, it's not intended to connect with the younger audience only. It's more for it's more nostalgic, so it's actually kind of more for older people, I guess, who kind of look back on it and go, it's sort of it's the teenagehood everyone wishes they had,
right?
But they probably did anyway. Yeah. So it's supposed to sort of make you feel a little bit. It's a romanticized, youthful thing that people are supposed to be like, they're supposed to get that. But the flip side of that is kids and younger people click with it instantly. Yeah. But I think the fascinating thing is that a lot of older people click with it as well and think, oh, it's aimed at kids, but I get it. Why do I? Yeah, because I love nostalgic. Oh, that's cool. So that's very refreshing. So I can take ownership of it again. Totally. I don't have much more so than 16 and 17-year-olds, because we're not 16 and 17, despite my lack of facial hair. So I don't have to. So I don't have to feel down or depressed. No, not at all. Oh, actually, you're supposed to, but so we feel depressed about it as well. So that's that's where the connection comes. Yeah. I mean, and in a general sense, how old is everyone in the band? Sort of what's the medium age? 22 would be the mean. Actually, we're all between 21 and 24, I think. Yeah. I think I'm turning older in a couple of weeks. I keep screwing this up, forgetting how old I'm turning. This music biz will age you pretty quickly. You only look at Shihad. They've already got the Legacy Award, and they're only young. I know. Think about it. Yeah, we saw them last night. Yeah, because we just did a remix for Shihad. So it was good fun catching up with them. Plans for overseas at this stage? Plenty of ideas. A couple of trips. When's the Brisbane date? The end of next week, Thursday next week. Thursday next week, we're going to Brisbane. It's a festival called Big Sound. It's sort of like an industry sort of aimed event, but public can buy tickets and things like that. So there's a couple of gigs on that day, which is a Thursday. It's kind of like an Aussie CMJ, I think. Yeah. Or South by Southwest, except it's smaller, much smaller. Are you feeling the pressure in that respect? But because I think a lot of people would say, oh, "Go on, guys, you could be a good export for New Zealand music at the moment." I mean, there's lots of stuff in the pipeline we're, discussing and figuring out and stuff. So we'll definitely look at heading overseas, but I don't think we're gonna sort of jump the gun and start celebrating until we're releasing our second album in a worldwide kind of format. That's the point, to celebrate, really, because I think it's happened to a lot of New Zealand bands that we've got the dream, we're moving overseas, and it's like anyone can move overseas. The success is really when you've kind of I don't know, reached
So it's
people.
like cemented yourself as well in,
Yeah.
in an overseas industry. At that point, you can start celebrating, I guess.
So the trick is for you guys within this small local music scene is to keep your feet kind of on the ground and not to believe the hype so much.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just stay grounded and be realistic. That's kind of what we've always done. And you know, success for us has never been about signing record deals and wads of cash or anything like that. It's always been about reaching people and changing people's perception about music and inspiring people and whatnot. So, you know, and also just getting our music completed for ourselves. You know, that's the biggest inspiration behind you know, all of what we're doing. So yeah, that's where the excitement is, and that's what we're keen to celebrate. The rest of the stuff is just kind of, it happens, great.
Cool.
It doesn't, whatever.
So a big achievement will be had on Monday when the album is out in stores and you can see the physical item out there.
I got one in my bag, so
choice.
It's already like,
Oh, really?
I'm done.
Have a look.
I was getting excitement quivers last night.
And what about your families? Are they, you know, they proud?
Oh, yeah.
They're saying that they're proud?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
They come to gigs,
Cool.
all of them.
Are they the ones sort of out the back, sort of in the shadows, sort of
It's
there?
great.
Or are they
No.
right up front?
No, yeah. Folks have been there all the way, and all our parents are incredibly supportive. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Good on
proud.
them. Well, a pleasure to finally meet you guys and to have you on the show. All the best in the next short while. All the best in that breakthrough category as well at the Vodafone New Zealand Music Awards, and for the album which comes out on Monday. Passive Me, Aggressive You. Great name. Yeah.
cheers.
Thom and David, cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.